The naval officer tier list. I actually feel bad for doing a tier list because there is only 8 officers currently in the game as of me recording this, but I believe tomorrow is the update where we're going to be getting the newest of officer coming out, La Serena, where she is a sort of versatile officer again, and I will include her in this video from assumptions, but again, it is going to be assumptions. I've not been able to test her or anything like that. So starting off here, guys, we have got Commodore. Commodore is obviously an S tier, guys. She is a lounge officer. She has crit. She just has a lot of output of damage, guys. She is a clear S tier officer. Now, it's kind of really hard to do this list because most of these are going to be S's and A's. So moving on, we are going to put both of these officers here. We have got Captain Untouchable, I believe his name is, and then we've got the Surfer Dude. Guys, I still don't remember their names fully, and I apologize, very unprofessional, but these are both tanking officers. They go on your AD. They are obviously versatile. I'm pretty sure most of these are versatile, excluding for 2 of them, but they are versatile officers. They can go on any unit you want, but they are primarily defense officers. They both have shields, they both have protection, and they go on your AD, which is designed for tanking a base. And honestly, as of right now, they're an S tier officer because if you have an AD, you need them on there to tank a base, and they do their job extremely well. Now, obviously the AD is so hard to sync, but you know, it's a really good ship, and therefore these 2 officers are a clear S tier in that way. Moving on next, guys, is Tide Watcher. Now, for me, guys, Tide Watcher is a clear A tier officer, and in fact, I would even think technically an S tier, but I don't want to put too many officers in S tier. I think if you have a GMD, he's by far going to be up there with it. I feel bad for putting him in A tier. I do genuinely want to put him in S tier, but you know, I don't want too many S tiers because otherwise I'm pretty sure they're all gonna go in there. All-rounder, guys, does a nice output of damage, has the ability to reduce the skill shot by 1 second, which is obviously already amazing, especially if you're attacking a unit. And overall, I just think he's absolutely amazing when it goes on like a GMD, for example, to pair with the other GMD officer, which we'll drag up next, which is going to be Tidal Fang. We're going to move her up straight away with him. Paired with Tidal Fang, guys, this is a really nice free-to-play GMD available. Obviously, she's absolutely amazing, and I think she needs to go in an S tier. She has the ability to reduce the timer. Again, she is primarily focused for the GMD, but the GMD is one of the most popular units in the game because it is there to sync bases. So I think that she does belong in the S tier, and that's why I'm keeping him in A tier for now, because yes, he is very good, but you know, she does do a little bit more damage. Moving on, I think we're going to keep him in B tier just to spread this out a bit. You know, technically, if he was in S tier, I'd put him in A tier, but just for the video's sake and a bit more, you know, spread outness, for example, we are going to put Liberty Blaze into B tier just for that. You know, he's still a decent officer. He has normal attack damage, he has speed, extra boosting, you know, he has a decent, okay skill shot. But overall, you know, damage resist in there. He is an all-round really good officer. And as I want to clarify here, guys, every naval officer right now is very good, but obviously when it comes to the fact that this is all we have, you know, I'm just trying to put some into different tiers based on what we have. But overall, guys, every officer here is either an S or an A realistically, because we only have up to 3 ships available. So if you are running on 3 max ships and you don't have a lounge, for example, you're probably going to be needing to use almost all of them. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the next one here, which is going to be an aircraft carrier main officer. Now, she does have the ability to do absolute amazing damage in garrison. Obviously, if you're running an aircraft carrier, she is going to be a main for that unit. She does extra garrison damage. She does more damage depending on how far away that unit is. I think overall, guys, that she is really good, but the aircraft carrier, the unit itself, isn't the greatest of units. It's very good in defense, but it's only good for just kind of offline play. If you're online, you probably don't want an aircraft carrier because it's going to be a lot harder to retarget with that unit. And I feel like, if anything, because of the unit, she's a B tier officer, but from the officer of her point of view, she's definitely an A tier. And I mean, even close to being on S tier, if I'm honest with you. But it's the unit itself that lets her down. She herself is a very good officer. Moving on here, we have got the final pictured officer here, which is the most recent release, excluding the new one. And he is by far an S tier officer. He's very strong. He has that extra damage depending on whether or not the enemy unit has a shield. But overall, guys, I think that he just has a really strong output of damage. And honestly, I think that he's going to continue to be one of the most used officers for a while to come. Now, moving on to one I do not have an image for because obviously they are not technically out right now. But as of me recording this, the update comes out tomorrow for the new officer, La Serena. Now, La Serena is a versatile officer. She does have crit. She does have just a lot of offense, and I mean a lot of offense, and she will, just from reading her, I mean, I haven't tested her as I said at the beginning of this video, she belongs in an S tier 100%. If she's paired up with anyone who has Commodore, stay away from that unit, please, guys. It will melt you. I think it's going to primarily be focused and used on an anti-submarine ship or a submarine, either or. Both of them have absolute phenomenal crit. Even on a GMD, I mean, having Steel Commodore and this new La Serena on a GMD is going to be deadly, okay? Absolutely deadly. But as always, guys, I hope that this video has helped you. Same as always, guys, I mean, this is a much smaller one, probably not needed. But feel free, the link will be down in the description if you want to take a screenshot of your personal setup and how you would put them in their different tiers and send it over to the Discord. That link is also in the description. I'd love to be able to see what you guys think about this tier list. As always, I appreciate you all. If you haven't already done so, please think about hitting that like button. And of course, share this video out to other members of your alliance or your server. Hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.